Welcome to our introduction to probability. This is key concept 5, target A. And your goal for today is I can calculate the probability of an event by identifying how many possible outcomes there are. So we're talking about probability, which is the chance of something happening, right? You may be familiar with thinking about this in terms of flipping a coin or drawing a specific card in a deck. But one of the things that comes to mind as a nice little kind of on-ramp, like a good foundational piece, is rolling a dice, right? In many games, you have to roll dice, Monopoly or, Yahtzee, various like traditional games, you roll dice either to move around the board or to get a specific number. And traditionally, die have 6 sides, numbered 1 through 6. So it's very easy for us to kind of think of the probabilities here and to construct those because we're only dealing with 6 possibilities. So what we want to figure out is an example, or what are the chances of rolling the number 3? So here are each side of the dice, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is the number 3. And then if we roll a 1, well, that's not what we want. If you roll a 2, again, that's not what we want. 4, no. 5, no. 6, no. We're looking for just the number 3. So the probability, the way that we construct that mathematically is we want to find the number of specific outcomes. In this case, it'd be rolling the number 3. And then divide it by the total number of possible outcomes. So the probability here is the number of specific outcomes of rolling the number 3. Well, of all the different numbers you can roll, there's only one number 3. So there's one outcome where 3 is rolled. How many possible outcomes are there? Well, in the case of rolling a dice, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different outcomes. So there is a 1 in 6 chance of rolling the number 3. That is the probability. This would be the probability of rolling the number 3. Okay, well, what about some other cases? What if we maybe kind of ramp this up a little bit and think about this in a different way? What are the chances of rolling a number greater than 2? Okay, so let's look at all the numbers that are greater than 2 in the possible outcomes of rolling a dice. We have 3, that is greater than 2. We have 4, 5, and 6, right? 1 is not greater than 2, and 2 is not greater than 2. So now when I look at the number of specific outcomes, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 outcomes that satisfy this condition, right? So the top number, the top of our fraction will be 4. And how many total possible outcomes are there? Well, again, we're rolling a dice. There's only 6 outcomes. So there is a 4 out of 6 chance that we roll a number greater than 2. You can see these two probabilities are different, right? Rolling a 3 is a 1 out of 6 chance. Rolling a number greater than 2, well, there's a 4 out of 6. There's 4 total out of the 6 possible. What about a number less than 3? Well, number less than 3, we have 1, which is less than 3, 2, which is less than 3, 3 is not less than 3, 4 is not less than 5, no, 6, no. So how many total do we have? We have 2 numbers that are less than 3, and we will divide that by, again, there are 6 possible answers here. So that is how we discuss and think about probability. We're making fractions, and the way that you can mentally think about this is we have a 2 out of 6 chance. We have a 4 out of 6 chance. The division bar kind of means out of when we're talking about probability.